Drop this in the.
What's going on, my people? It's your boy AK Infinity. This is the Rockets Propaganda Channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure you give me a follow on Twitter. I'm at AK Infinity _ VVS. Right up here. Um, like, comment, subscribe if you feeling the discussion. If you feeling the topic, go ahead, leave me a comment below. So let's get into it. So yesterday I dropped a video about Jalen Green at age 21, comparing him to other premier scoring guards, also at age 21, three of which are still playing. So if you're interested in that video, go and check that out. I'm gonna leave a link to that video down below in the comment, not in the comments. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it in the comments and in the description box below. So go ahead and check that out. Also, um, I also promised that I was gonna do this video regarding Alperen Sengun and his age 21 season, and we're gonna compare him to some other notable big men in NBA history that I think are kind of his archetype of a player. We're gonna go from floor to ceiling. That's how we're gonna do it. Um, yeah, man. So let's go on and get into it. First player that we're gonna compare him to, Vlade Divac. Now, to me, this is Alperen Sengun's floor. This is like, if he don't get no better than he is today, this is who we gonna be. Vlade Divac. He had a solid career, man. He really did. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, as you can see. Uh, right here, yeah, Hall of Famer. One-time All-Star. He was on the All-Rookie team. Played for three different teams. So we're gonna look at his age 21 season, but what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna look at these per games. We're gonna look at per 100 possessions. So let's go on and scroll on down to age 21. He was with the Lakers. So per 100 possessions. The reason I like to use per 100 possessions is because uh, it 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 accounts for, pace. Like, it adjusts for pace, and it's not just per game. And when comparing big men today to the ones that are past, it's kind of unfair to use per game. You kind of want to go per 100 possessions because the game was a whole lot slower back then. So the numbers could be a little skewed if you do per game. But if you do per 100 possessions, it kind of evens out. So as you can see, in this age 21 season, it was at 21 points per 100 possessions, 3.4 turnovers, 3.5 blocks, 2.4 steals, 2.3 assists, 15.8 rebounds. These are solid numbers across the board per 100 possessions, right? Right. Cool. These, like I said, man, these are solid. And I know this was his rookie season, but again, back then it was a lot more normal for guys to come in the league at 21, whereas Alperen Sengun, he's in his third season at age 21. So just a bit of a different time. So we're gonna go to the next guy that I think Alperen Sengun could possibly turn into. Chris Webber. I know some of y'all didn't see this coming. I know some of y'all didn't see this coming, but if you remember Chris Webber, some of y'all that was old enough to have watched him back in the Gap, he was a dog. He was a bad man. As a matter of fact, he was Blake Griffin before Blake Griffin. That's how cold Chris Webber was. Chris Webber was a bad man. He was so popular in the U.S. The man was dating Brandy at one point, who was the star of Moesha at the time, and they were supposed to be like this little hot couple, hot Hollywood couple or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So Chris Webber was that dude back in the Gap, man. So as you see him here, I know when we look at NBA highlights, all-time highlights, we don't really see a lot of Chris Webber highlights. We don't really see him get highlighted when the media guys are talking or whatnot. But he is a Hall of Famer and a five-time All-Star and a five-time All-NBA. And he was Rookie of the Year. And he was a rebound champ. And he was all rookie. Like he was that dude. Now, let's go to that age 21 season per 100 possessions. Bam. In this age 21 season, he was a sophomore. As you can see, he came in the league playing center, but they put him at power forward, and he played power forward for most of his career. So peep this: per 100 possessions. Keep that in mind. Per 100 possessions, 26 points, 4.1 turnovers, 2 for 1 blocks, 2 steals, 6 assists, 12 rebounds. These are strong numbers for a 21-year-old power forward in the NBA, even back then. Strong numbers. Some strong numbers. And again, he was just 21, man. But we're gonna go to another player who most people think that this is really his closest comparison. It's not who you think it is. Next player that we're gonna look at, Pau Gasol, another Hall of Fame big man. Power forward, center, he could play either one. Had a nice game, a little inside, nice post game, nice mid-range shooter. He didn't start shooting threes until like his last couple seasons, especially when he played under D'Antoni. Six-time All-Star, four-time All-NBA, two-time NBA champ, Rookie of the Year, All Rookie. Let's look at his per 100 possessions numbers, man, for his age 21 season. So when he was 21, he was a rookie. 25 points, almost 4 turnovers, 3 blocks, almost 4 assists, 12 rebounds. Them's Rookie of the Year numbers. I mean, what else could you say? What else could you say? And his passing was really good. Um, for a rookie, even still, like his passing was really good. I mean, he was really good passing out of the post. He was really tricky. Really, he just had a really nice game, man. Like his game was nice to watch, man. If he was playing today, he'd probably put up like some really stupid numbers. But he was really skilled, man. Put the ball on the floor. He wasn't the best athlete, but he was long. He had length, pause. Um, solid defensively. And same with Chris Webber and Vlade Divac as well. Vlade not so much putting the ball on the floor, but you know, solid mid-range shooter. Could pass the ball. Same thing. Chris Webber passed the ball, put the ball on the floor a little bit. Solid mid-range shooter. But difference is Chris Webber was like a stupid athlete. Like he was just very disrespectful the way he used to dunk on people. So this is Pau Gasol's numbers. I want y'all to remember all these per 100 possessions numbers because we're gonna look at Alperen Sengun and we're gonna compare at the end. Now, the last person we're gonna compare him to, you probably already guessed it, Nikola Jokic. I mean, what else can we say, man? Do I really have to go into his game by now, man? Do I really have to? I'm gonna do it anyway. Five-time All-Star, five-time All-NBA, two-time MVP, Finals MVP, obviously NBA champ, All-Rookie, Western Conference MVP. I mean, the dude is just the goods, man. He's really the goods. Big body, not the most athletic guy out there. Kind of slow, but he just knows how to hoop, man. Uses his size well. They say he 284. Man, and listen, that man ain't no 284 pounds. That man 300 like E Honda. Some of y'all know what that means. Some of y'all don't. But yeah, he really like 300 pounds. That man ain't no 284. Nothing. Way he be moving, folks. Big, strong cat. Well, we're gonna look at his numbers right quick. But we know his game. Shooter, passer. He didn't really put the ball on the floor like that, but he strong post up game. Probably doesn't get the free throw line as much, but he's just so skilled everywhere. He don't really have to get to the free throw line as much as you would think. But let's go on and look at his per 100 possessions numbers right quick. All right. At age 21, this is what Nikola Jokic was doing. 29 points per 100 possessions. 29 points, 4 turnovers, 1.3 blocks, 1.5 steals, 8.6 assists, 17.2 rebounds. I think to me, man, the only way we're gonna get to that in a second. As a matter of fact, we're gonna jump right into it. Alperen Sengun. And we're gonna go down to his numbers and we're gonna go into what I think he can do, what I think he will do, what I think is possible. But then again, we never know. He's 21 right now. So per 100 possessions, ooh, 30 points, 3.3 turnovers, zero point 0.7 blocks, 1.6 steals, 9.5 assists, 13 rebounds. He's 21, people. He's 21, and they just started using him right this season. So here's the thing about Alperen Sengun. He seems very coachable. He seems very smart on the court. Like you can just tell. Like his on off numbers are crazy. Like they're the best on the team by far. When he's on the court, we're like contenders, finals contenders. When he's not on the court, we don't look that good. That's MVP stuff in year 3, age 21. Now, there's two things that I think will make him. Two things I think make him hard to catch Jokic. One of them is the rebounding, which I think he'll get better at. I think he'll end up being a better rebounder than he is right now. Um, but again, another thing I think that separates him is the shooting, man. Because Jokic, I mean, not only can he punish any and everybody in the post, but man, if he decides he's tired, he don't feel like posting nobody up and banging down low. Pause. That's a bad pause. Pause. If he decides to, he just go out there and shoot jumpers all night. Ain't nothing you can do about that either, because he's an elite 3-point shooter as well. He's an elite free throw shooter. So, I mean, it's not like you're gonna try to sit there and foul him. What you gonna foul him for? He gonna score there too. There's not really much of a way to defend Jokic. Now, Alperen Sengun, if he stays the way he is right now, with just his current skills, let's say he never improves his free throw shooting, his outside shooting, or his 3-point shooting, because his mid range is nice. But if he never improves the 3-point shooting and the free throw shooting, and maybe he doesn't become as good on the rebounds, and he just stays the same for the rest of his career, he'll be solid. He'll make some All-Star games. I don't know how. We would look at the team if he doesn't really like tap into his potential like we expecting. Let me get off the screen. Let me get on camera. Like I said, man, I'm not sure. I mean, we know what his ceiling is. His ceiling might be Jokic, but he might settle in something in between Jokic and Pau Gasol. His Here's the difference between Pau Gasol and let's say Sengun. Back then, teams wasn't really orchestrating their offenses around a big man that could pass like that. Pau Gasol was more of like a secondary passer. But in Sacramento, Chris Webber was really the guy that got stuff going on that end. Like he really facilitated the offense a lot. They still didn't lean into it as much because big man, they want you on the block, you know, posting dudes up and dunking on people. That's what they wanted. But Alperen Sengun can run the offense. Like you give him the ball and he can direct traffic. Like that's just like Jokic can and does. That's that's different. That's different. Most big men can't do that. Most big men cannot do that. Most big men is trying to eat for themselves, and they'll pass you the ball if they get doubled. But Alperen Sengun, he's really like a pass first center in a way. But his post game mean, man. He got all the post moves you need to be successful down there on the block against whoever. It ain't really a strength thing. It ain't like it's not like a Sabonis, Demontis Sabonis, where he just kind of brute force power down low, back you down, and flip a layup in. Shingun got everything but a drop step. I ain't even seen him pull out a drop step yet. He got up and under, twist, turns, somersaults. Dude, dude is out there, scoring a 10 dive, before he make a layup. That's a swimming reference for some of y'all that know. But yeah, man, Shingun to me, he does have Hall of Fame potential, and I do believe in his jump shooting. I believe that's going to come around a little bit more because the mid range is there. He's got the one-legged, Dirk up there right now. It's really pretty. It look nice, and it's kind of hard to defend because you don't know what he's trying to do. Like, why are you lifting your leg before you shoot? You keep one leg on the ground. Like, what are you doing? So defenders are just like stumped. Like, bro, what are you doing out here? Doesn't make sense, but it's effective, and all we care about is if it's effective or not. But it's that mid-range shot that I think kind of gives me confidence that he'll become a better three-point shooter down the line. Free throw shooting too. Even before he came into the league, he was shooting 80% in the Turkish league, in the Turkish basketball league. He was shooting 80% from the line. So I don't know what happened between then and now, but right now he's shooting like 60% from the free throw line. Should be shooting better if you ask me, because the form looks nice. I just think maybe the consistency of the release is probably what the problem is. But the form looks workable. It looks good actually for a big man. It's kind of slow, kind of like Jokic, kind of a slower release. That's kind of how he gets people on those pump fakes when he's at the 3-point line. Even though he's not even shooting the best out there, he'll still get you because it looks so real when he's pump faking that he just makes it easy to just drive around you, and then he's gonna dish off some highlight pass that's gonna be on Sports Center top 10. But anyway, those are my thoughts on Alperen Sengun, man. I do believe he has Hall of Fame potential. We'll see how the rest of the season plays out. If you still with me on this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're feeling the content, and share it. Leave a comment below, participate in the discussion. Holla at me on Twitter at AKinfinity_VVS. This is the Rockets Propaganda Channel, and we out.